Larry catches the biggest bass.
All right, new body of water, or same body of water. Oh, there we go, already, look, already got one. We switched it up and got one. Let's go. He came off. Dude, that fish just skyrocketed. I'm not gonna lie, he definitely caught me off guard. Dude, right there, that's a good one. Come in that. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. So today's gonna be quite interesting. So there's a tournament that I'm fishing, and there's a few things that I should probably know by tournament morning that I don't know, but I have an excuse. So it is currently 4:08 in the morning, and we are on the way to Lake Mitchell, which is basically slap in the middle of Lake and Lake Jordan in Alabama. It's like from dam to dam. So it's Lake Mitchell. We're fishing that today. And so there's a few things I don't know. So last night my power goes out. It goes out at maybe 10:30. No, I wasn't home. I left home at 7:30, got back at 10. Jack texted me, said the power's out, and also the service is down. So luckily I had like a couple like power stations and everything, got all my batteries charged, which they were charging before, but we're charging into the power outage. Also, I have no clue what boat ramp I'm going to launch the kayak this morning because the data was out last night, and I've never been to this lake, so I have no clue. So we're gonna stop at a gas station up here and hopefully figure a little something out. I know which way I'm going, so I'll be able to, I know which way I'm going, and also I kind of want to fish close to the dam side of the lake because that's what I did on Lay, and I had a pretty good time doing that, or not Lay, on Holt. When I fished close to the dam, the fishing was pretty good on Holt. So we're gonna try that, hope for the best. I don't know if they're gonna be running water, but I do have the app to be able to see if they're gonna be pulling water and what times of day, so when I should be close to it and when I can't be close to it. But with that being said, we are on the way to Big Lake Tournament number 3, and also I had the fish finder. This is gonna be my first Big Lake like official tournament that I had the fish finder for. Don't know anything about it, but I have enough confidence in myself as a fisherman. I can at least hopefully go catch 3. Not saying that cockily, just saying cockily. I don't know if I can say that. Not saying that being cocky, but like I'm putting in enough time on the water to, like, I can look at the condition of the lake. Between that and my fish finder, I'll know to either turn a crankbait or a Senko and what I need to do. Fish finder for me isn't like telling me where the fish are. It's telling me where the fish are, but it's also telling me water temp and depth for where I need to start looking. So with that being said, first cast is at 5:30. We're about an hour away from the lake, and lines out is at 2. I just need 3 of the longest bass to bring home a trophy. I don't even care about the check. I want the trophy. So, you know, it sucks when you come to the gas station and they're closed, but also on the like side of the gas station owners or the cashiers in the gas station, I don't blame you, because I don't know if I'd want to be open from the hours of 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. I know my shift personally wouldn't be from those hours. So, I mean, good for y'all. Good for y'all. We're going to keep it positive this morning. It'd be really easy for me just to go punch the glass in and go take me a little Debbie cake, and maybe if they had like a little iced coffee or something like that. But no, we're gonna keep it positive and keep it pushing this morning. We can get, hopefully there'll be another gas station closer to the lake that we can spend our hard-earned money at. Shop local. No, you can't when everything's closed at 4 o'clock in the morning. Good morning. We have made it. I found a boat launch this morning. I got over here and there was a whole bunch of trucks, and I didn't know if there was going to be anywhere for me to park, so I left for a second. I was going to find another one until I realized none of the other ones were close. So I was like, we'll just have to send it. We'll figure it out here. And then also there's like one of those that only has like truck parking, or truck with boat trailer parking. I just didn't want to get towed at a boat ramp, which I'm still fairly new to like coming to boat ramp, so I'm not really sure how enforced that is. But if you look at my truck, I don't have a boat trailer. So, but yeah, first cast was at 5:30. It's 5:42. Really on big lakes, I kind of don't feel bad about being out. Like, you can launch at 5, First cast at 5:42. I really don't feel bad about being out a little late, just because I feel like it's so dangerous. Just because, I mean, there's so many people, you know, being in a kayak, you're pretty easily looked over. So. We are currently on Lake Mitchell this morning. First time out here. We're gonna go ahead and cross the main river. This is kind of like the scariest part of kayak fishing, but I have my PFD on. If anything, I'll jump out of the boat if it goes down, but hopefully it won't today. Oh man, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of boat ramps and whatnot that I missed on the way out here. I guess I probably could have hooked up the Garmin last night to find my launching location, but I'm gonna probably just switch sides because I like how all this looks just for a full day of fishing, you know, throwing crankbaits around. Stuff that I like to do, more of the power fishing style of fishing. So, got the net today. We got that all rigged up, ready to go. Look at that. That's a long net for big old fish that we're gonna catch today. So yeah, we're just gonna go across because most of like the really cool looking stuff is over here, and we'll just fish our way through it and see what we can get into. This is a largemouth and spotted bass lake primarily. Has gizzard shad and threadfin shad are primary forage, but of course there's still going to be like brim, bluegill, stuff like that in it. First time out here. It's a nice morning we have. Probably going to be a pretty hot day. We don't have too much. We don't have any cloud cover at all. Not even too much. We have 0. So yeah, dropped off at the boat ramp. We're pretty much ready to go. I don't have any expectations for today, not high, not low. Just want to catch 3 to start off the day, and then after catching 3, want to catch, you know, hopefully a 2-pound average. I feel like that'll be pretty good. I'm not sure how many people are in the tournament today, but when I signed up last night, there was like 21. I think the last number I saw for sure is 21, but I know a few more people probably signed up late because this event was originally this event was supposed to be on the Cahaba River. So, and you know, if y'all live in the South, y'all probably had pretty similar weather conditions as to what we've had here. It's been rain, thunderstorms, rain, thunderstorms, rain, thunderstorms. So the Cahaba was pretty much a big no-go. If it was on the Cahaba, I was like, I'll have to sit this one out. But they switched it to a big lake last minute, and I was like, why not? Why not? So it was right at an hour from the house. Why not try it? So I got a few different lure options tied up. I like this little bit of grass over here. We're gonna try this starting off because if we catch one out of this grass, there's more grass on that side. And that's one of those things that's kind of like a, you know, it's a pretty common place to catch a bass is in some grass. So we're gonna try that before we get into like throwing this crankbait around, because you never know, might be able to sneak up on one early and that'll be pretty cool. Go ahead and get one secured and squared away before the day really even starts. I mean, there's got to be one up here somewhere. Like, look at all that wood. That wood looks amazing. All right, so we've been out here for about an hour now, and these are like really the first for sure bass that I'm seeing. So I think I'm gonna stick with the crankbait, hopefully catch a couple, because I mean we did fish that pocket. We haven't really fished like out in the main body of water. And those bass were sitting suspended over a tree, it looked like. So we went back in the pocket to start, back in a little pocket to start the morning. Didn't catch a single fish, didn't have a single bite. I threw the general and also this dime. But I'm gonna fish down this bank, see if we can't at least get our first fish, break the ice. I'd love to be able to catch the first 3 on a crankbait so I don't have to, you know, kind of sit in one spot with a worm. I like to be able to at least cover a little bit of water. But also I'm trying not to look at the fish finder too, because you just never know. Like, it could just be the path that I'm on. There's no fish, but they all could be in the grass, or they all could be, you know, on this side of the other side of the kayak. So just gonna have to fish around and find out. Fish around and find out. I like that. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Fish around and find out. I don't know, guys. I don't like that I've been out here for almost 2 hours and have not had a single bite. So I might just go try to switch it up completely and go fish stuff that doesn't look like this. I might go try to find maybe like houses and boat docks and do that type of thing. I don't know. I'm still very new to a big lake. So like, this is what I'm used to, like, you know, grass banks and Texas rigs and whatnot. I don't know. I feel like I just need to maybe keep moving and like start somewhere different, because even like on this screen I've seen maybe 2 or 3 definite groups of fish, and just the fact that I haven't had a bite on either the worm, I haven't had a potential one that got off on a crankbait, or the big worm is kind of weird. So I'm thinking maybe I just picked a bad spot to start in, or I have bad lures tied on to start off this morning. But I don't know. We're gonna keep moving. Might tie on a frit side instead of that dime too, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. We're gonna get it figured out. All right, new body of water, or same body of water. Oh, there we go. Already, look, I already got one. We switched it up and got one. Let's go. Net, spot. Let's go. Man, when stuff like that happens, it makes me feel like I'm not as bad of an angler. You know, you go 2 hours and you don't catch one, you're like, why me, you know? Not a crazy big one, but it is our first one of the day, and he is definitely going to be respected. Oh, let's go. He got off. One flat back in the water. I had my hand on him, ready to take a picture, got back in. Dude. He did not jump the whole time he was in the kayak. Second I get my phone out to take a picture, he goes back in the water. Oh my gosh, that wouldn't happen to anybody but me. Literally, that's just a me problem. I have literally everything else is done right. Have the net. Oh my gosh, that sucks. Oh well. No need to be mad about it. Can't really change it. Oh my gosh, dude, that'll make you just leave. That'll make you just up and leave. I tell you, that makes me want to up and leave. There's more in here, I'm sure. There's more. And that was just an 11 incher. I mean, second I took a little bit of pressure off of him to take the picture. Like, I had him ready to go. I had my hand on him. I was going to leave my hand on him for the picture. First couple at least. Gosh, dude.
At least he was a small one. At least he was a small one. That could have been a lot worse. Still first fish of the day. Hello.
Hey, you got a minute? You got a second?
Yeah, so what's up?
How's fishing? How's fishing?
I just caught my first one, but it got off before I could take a picture. Or like it was on the board and I lost it, so I'm a little upset about that, apparently.
Oh, okay. Would have been big enough to weigh in?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't big, but it was just first fish, and I hadn't caught nothing in the first 2 hours of being out here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll let you go. I'll let you focus and let your instincts kick in.
Yeah, sir.
You feeling all right?
You know what? Honestly, I might be able to do. I might still have a picture of that fish, because I could see if I couldn't save the GoPro clip. Like, and I might be able just to upload the picture from the GoPro. Because I did have them on, like I had them on the board good enough. And my hand, like I have the identifier and everything on there. So I might still have that fish if I can find the GoPro clip and upload them before it's time to get out of here. That fish was 11 inches, so potentially that might not be completely a total though. Might still be able to maybe get like a screen grab from the GoPro, hopefully. Maybe, we'll see. Alright guys, we're switching up a little bit. I'm gonna tie on this. I don't know if I want this one or like a size up. I might try to go size up. One that'll at least dive down like 6 feet or so. Yeah. I'm gonna try to make a little shad pattern dime instead of the chartreuse. The water's not super dirty. Also, when I first got out here, I said one of the main bait fishing here is shad. So, and I've seen a few balls of shad, so I figured that wouldn't be a bad idea to at least try. He came off. Dude, that fish just skyrocketed. I'm not gonna lie, he definitely caught me off guard. I didn't even see it. He got it and shot straight up, jumped. Really wasn't too much I could do with that one. Okay, that's a good sign then. That's a good sign. That could have been fish number 2. I'm not really too mad about that one because I mean that one caught me all the way off guard. I was not expecting that, and we got a few on the fish finder right there too. Oh gosh, man. I mean, honestly, I feel like this is what I should be doing because, like, I feel like lakes can just be so big and overwhelming. I feel like I have to throw a moving bait until I get into an area where I know there's a lot of fish at, you know, until I get, or I'm like fishing around just a certain spot that, you know, I'm getting a lot of crankbait bites and I can like switch over to a worm or like a big worm. I don't even know if that was a bass. That looked like it could have been like a pickerel or something. I mean, he just came straight up out of the water, just went straight up. Like he was up eye level with me. He jumped 4 or 5 foot out of the water. But hey, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I told myself I was gonna keep the trolling motor on like 4, but I'm on 2.5 right now, and I'm just gonna keep cranking down this and just kind of pray that, you know, we'll be able to figure something out, because that was first fish, second fish. Another little spot. That one probably would have put me at 22 inches, but I am not mad at that one at all. I mean, he came up, ate it, and jumped straight up. Like, there really wasn't too much that I could have done different with that one. I mean, by the time I felt him eat it, he was like already up here. There we go. Got off. Got off. Got off. Oh my gosh. He just barely swiped at it. Had the back hook I saw on that one wasn't big either. I mean, we probably have 3 fish right now for 33 inches, which, I mean, that was a limit that we just lost right there. But, I mean, he barely, like, he was bound to come off too. I don't really think I could have done too much different with that one. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Right there. That's a good one. Come here, Nat. Come here, Nat. Gotcha. Let's go. Okay. Found a stretch with some fish on it. Let's go. Still not a big one. I mean, these are still small spots, but like if I can get a limit right here, that's all I'm asking for. And if I can just, Lord, please let me be able to take a picture of this one. Please, because I don't know if my heart can take another episode like we just had. I don't need the scale today, so I'm gonna put that back here. Got him. Ooh, that was a lot. That's nerve-wracking. Dude, I don't know if my heart can take that. This is fish number 4 of the day. But finally, first one that we got, and he's 11 3/4. That's a fish. That's a really good one. Yeah, that's a good one. That's another spot. Come here. Gotcha. Let's go. That's why you keep fishing. That's a better one. All right, if y'all keep jumping in this net, it's not gonna be catch and release. It's gonna be catch and grease. Cause I might not eat you, but I know people will. Somebody, if I take you around, somebody's gonna eat you. So if you don't stop and let me, all I need to do is take one picture. I just wanna take some pictures of you. Let me not say that. Dude, these fish are whipping my butt today. First thing that I'm gonna do when I get home, I'm gonna order me the little, oh my gosh. Dude, these fish are whipping my butt. I'm gonna order me a identifier thing. All right, boys, that is fish number 2. Just leave. I'm sorry. My nerves aren't good enough for this today. This fishing trip is gonna be the one that takes me out. This is gonna be the one. These spots, these are some of the most aggressive fish I've ever seen. They're just so aggressive. And for what? Why are y'all being so hostile? It's like they're just out here trying to ruin a player's day. They just out here trying to ruin a player's day, but a player's day can't be ruined because real players don't get their day ruined by fish. And I'm a real player. You hear me? I'm player 1. I'm him. Not saying that cockily. I'm just saying these fish ain't finna ruin my day like this. No. You see, he got off 3 times in the net. That little net plan worked well. I can't remember. I saw that on YouTube somewhere years ago. I've just never done it. I need to start practicing is what I need to do. Every time I'm kayak fishing, I'm gonna start taking pictures of all of my fish on the catch board just so I can practice and I can be prepared. And I need to look at the rules of like, where can my hand be? I think you just can't cover up the gill plate. Because I mean, these fish, like if I couldn't put my hand on them, there's no way that I would have a picture of any of them. That was the first one that I won't feel bad about. Or like that is, if we have 2 more like that, then I won't feel bad about any of the other ones that we hooked and lost today. But at least we found a decent stretch of bank where we're catching. Like we've had 4 or 5 bites on this bank alone. So, I mean, I don't even remember how long. I don't even know how long that one was, if I'm being honest with you. I was just happy to get a picture of him. I wasn't worried about, he might be 13 3/4. So I think I'm definitely gonna need some 15 inches to even have a shot. You know, 13 isn't probably gonna cut it. By the end of the day, I'm gonna need some 17, 18, 19 inches because I feel like 15 inches probably average. I've caught all below average fish so far. So, I mean, but it's nice to have 2. It is nice. If anything, the first goal of the day always for me is just to catch a limit. I don't care about, you know, I don't have to catch the 10 to 15 biggest fish in the lake. I just want to have a limit. Well, they start off very, very slow, but I do have 5 bites on the day. I switched over my crankbait color and it's been a little bit more productive. I saw a few more bait fish and a few more bass and whatnot over there. So. There we go. Fish number 3, another spot. Oh, he's not hooked good. Got him. Swag. All right, so that makes me feel not as bad about any of the ones we lost leading up to this point. Makes me not feel as bad about the 11 that we lost before we caught this one. So this is our limit fish right here. Hey man, I gotta figure something out to size up the fish, up the size of these guys, because this isn't gonna get it done for us. But positive note is we're catching them. I don't know if it's negative about the size. I mean, that's really all I can ask to do is catch the fish. Especially first time out here, we have a limit, so it's a big positive, because I'm sure there's some people that are still looking for their first. But we're gonna need some better ones, better ones, better ones. So honestly, guys, if the day keeps going how it's going, eventually we are going to find some better fish. I'm not really worried about that. I think my strategy, because it's already 10 o'clock, or it's about to be 10 o'clock, it's 9:49. We fish for 2 more hours, or we have 4 more hours of fishing. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna stick with this dime, and I might tie on maybe a different color as well. It seems like the shad color is doing a lot better than the chartreuse was. I think I might just stick with this, maybe tie on a couple other crankbaits and switch it up, and just keep fishing these and just pray that we get into some better, more healthy fish. Because I mean, I really don't, like, there really hasn't been too much of a pattern for finding them. It's like you'll catch one here, you'll go, you know, another 5-10 minutes, won't catch one, and you know, it seems like it's been, I don't want to say it's hit or miss, but it's like they seem like they're just in this pocket, and hopefully I'll be able to find, you know, like a good 2-3 pound largemouth somewhere back in here that'll eat this crankbait. And also they haven't really been like up against the bank or up in the grass or anything like that. They've kind of came out and ate it most of the time. So I don't know if, you know, I'll really be able to pick up a worm, because I fished a couple laydowns in backs of pockets and didn't really have too much action doing any of that type of stuff. So I don't know. If we don't catch anything in either one of these, like in the back of like this little spot, we're not gonna fish the backs of any more of these pockets. We're just gonna fish like the main stuff, because that's where all of our fish came. Let's see. It's deeper in here, right? Guys, I don't know if it's just me, like the angel and demon on my shoulder, but it seems like every tournament that I fish is like, there's always something. And I feel like that's probably everybody. Either, I don't know. It always seems like there's a little bit of like a challenge somewhere throughout the day. And it's like you can leave, you know, by, you know, you can say like, if I don't catch anything by 9 o'clock, I'm not gonna catch anything. And like my first fish probably came right at 9 o'clock, been out here for 4 hours before I even have a glimpse of my first fish. So like, it's just one of those things, like you have to just keep your head down and keep fishing, because there's gonna be a tournament eventually where I don't catch a single fish, and you know, you're out there pretty much hottest part of the day, longest part of the day, waking up, having to drive an hour, this, that, and the third, make all the excuse in the world. But like, if you actually love fishing, like it's really not that big of a issue. But like, I don't know where I was going with that, but I really do enjoy this. It's easy to say after you start catching fish. Then I've never been on this lake either. I've never been on this lake. I'm 6 fish into today, and I'm just feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I'd love to, you know, catch a couple that are 18, 19, 20 inches, but also if that doesn't happen, I'm pretty satisfied with like how the days, you know, had to fish around, started pretty far away from this spot right here. I had to troll around the lake and found something that looked different. I said that earlier in the video. I was like, I just need to go try something different. Found something different, caught a fish, and then that just kind of led me to more fish as the day progressed. So I don't know, I'm feeling good right now, feeling good. Even though probably, like, if everybody caught a limit, we'd probably still be in the bottom half of the field, which isn't good. Not happy about that. But I mean, as far as where I'm at right now, I feel like I have something going that I can do for the rest of the day, and hopefully, you know, I think it'll be kind of a luck thing. We'll hopefully luck up and get into a 3-4 pounder.
2 hours later.
Ooh, it's dark out here, guys. It is 12 o'clock, middle of the day. We have until 2 o'clock to wrap this tournament up. Actually, it's about 12:30 now. So I have 3 fish for probably about 37, 38 inches. I looked at the Tourney X leaderboard, and there's a couple guys, I think like first through third already have 45, so I'll really have to up it. Just judging by the traffic of bass boats and everybody like zooming through the lake, it looks like nobody, like it looks like it's kind of been slow for everybody, but also you never know. It is really hot, and I'm going through that mental battle. Like, do I really think it's worth staying out here? Also, I had surgery a week and a half ago, so just being 100% honest with you guys, I'm kind of struggling thinking on if I should stay out here or not. Like, I don't know. I caught fish all through this pocket back here, and then I kind of went back through and fished some of the same spots, and I didn't catch any more. So what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go across like the main lake right here. Hopefully I can. I'm not sure because there's a lot of boat traffic out today. But I'm gonna try to cut across the main river, main lake, and hopefully maybe catch a few on this boat dock, and I'll just use my last hour and a half to fish my way back in, so I don't feel like I just gave up on the day. But I mean, I fished all through over here this morning. That really wasn't the best starting point. Fished back in there about 9, 10 o'clock, started catching a few, and then after that it's just kind of died down from there. So yeah, we're crossing the main lake now, and wish us luck. When we get to the other side, we're gonna fish a little bit over there and hopefully be able to catch a couple more big ones. I'm really not sure, but I'm not really mad at today because this is my first time out here also. So like, I think it's a productive day. Anytime you go to a new lake and you're able to catch fish, that's never a bad thing. So that being said, I'm gonna put the camera down so I can pay attention, look, and blow my whistle if need be. But yeah, I'll see y'all.
I'm racing the clock. Look at him fly.